So I'm missing a lot of stuff to make stuff. I'm missing a lot of intermediary steps to make things like tools, luxury goods, and even, well, I don't have anything for jerky. But you get the point as we quickly review. I think I am going to make Jorg's secret ingredient. Reinforced axes is quite good for me too, but because we can, well, actually, little quick review, 10-second review. Skewers, lizards for skewers. Reinforced axes. How many more trees am I going to cut? And then I don't have the herb. Oh, I do have the herb garden. So literally anything could happen. I guess what I want to do is cut into this glade first and find out, right? Yeah, I think I'm just going to cut into this glade now. That's the whole reason why we're making this warehouse here, and we're soon to put a hearth. So let me just make sure that my consumption is turned off, and then we're just gonna cut into this glade here, like just straight up. There might have been a reason for me not to, but I'm just choosing to now because I need to see what's in this glade before I do anything. By the way, do we have enough? We can do this. We'll do that. That's going to push me to 3 hostility, but we'll just turn them off when we cut into the glade. And then we have newcomers now. I didn't show you them last video because I don't think they came yet. But we're probably going to grab harpies. Yeah, grab harpies. Grab harpies. So what do we have on our plate? No fertile soil. Copper vein. Large mushroom patch, which do we have any? Well, where even is it? Oh, right here. We don't. We don't have an herbalist camp. Second 2-star herbalist camp. So herb garden pretty much going to be worthless for us for the next 2 years, unless I decide to cut into another glade. But I don't plan to do that either. So that's a withered tree. I'm trying to look at this clay node. So we have copper oil, or ore, if we decide to do so. We're probably going to. I'm going to think of opening this now that we have tools unlocked and we don't have a 2-star fishing hut because pain. So really we want to, if we can't deal with the resolve, we should be able to deal with the resolve. Right? Yeah, we have, if we disable all these woodcutters, theoretically speaking. Let's try that and see what happens to our face. 18. I don't have anything else, though, but I would still like the wood. Where are we using it, just to be sure here, now that we have done that to ourselves? Because we are using it a little bit here and there. Carpenter, right? Yeah, carpenter, and mainly carpenter. Probably making planks, all things considered. Yeah. It doesn't look like... It does not look like we need more planks. And is it more efficient to... yeah, I think it's more efficient to use wood, right? 8 for 2 tools or 2 planks, which it costs 5... no, planks. But then you'd have to make the planks, right? So that the time investment there is there. But I think I would rather do that. We can't even... yeah, so like I said, we're missing intermediate steps like making the copper bars. Although we have copper ore. And then the only thing we can make is scrolls for luxury goods, but we don't have dye to do so, and I don't want to use wine to do that instead. So, interestingly enough, we do have paste that if we take harpies, we can make use of, but I don't think that's going to happen. So instead, maybe we end up making this mine instead. We're going to run out of a thingamajiggies soon. If we don't, or we haven't already run out. We've primarily used this gathering node for meat. Any salt and leather, and the guaranteed leather is nice too. And then what's this tree doing for us? We don't have any purging fire. Would be nice, but no. So instead, we are just going to probably do this. Too dangerous. How many have we cut into? 1. Does that spawn 1 then? Well, we can't cleanse it. We don't have the time to do so. I mean, we could try to rush it, but I think we will do anything else instead. So 1, and then we find out. Now, the other thing I'm concerned about, yeah, so we don't have anything to boost our resolve to 28, so these humans go back to cutting wood. At least opening this glade up, because we want to put the hearth somewhere, probably like right Smack dab. Now, these coal veins are blocking us a little bit. I could, if I really wanted to, I could try to get rid of them, but I don't think I want to do that. So instead... Yeah, there's really not much else, unless I want to go mine these clay nodes, but I don't really plan to do that. So we're basically still going to be planning to make the hearth here. And it's not that far away, so I think it'll be fine. I'm even going to do this. So a little bit of a weird, yeah, it's a little weird, but we'll do. Actually, if we cut this here, I think we would be better. Well, because it depends if I need to cut into any of these areas over here. So I guess we will kind of scooch this hearth over here. And what's this ghost aiming for? I mean, we are going to get 2 ancient tablets, but they want me to attack a trader again. Do we have 2 trader attacks? Attack ghosts here? We do. Well, they only take away amber and ancient tablets, and those both should be dealt with in due time, so guess we're gonna find out. And yeah, we're gonna sit here and see. We only have 1 free builder though, which is not the greatest. But we're gonna take the secret ingredient, and then we'll take we'll finally take a harpy. We're missing 1. We're missing a few. Might as well just make 2, just to prepare. Well, 3 really. I'll need to use the wood anyway, so we might as well do it there, and they'll just concentrate on building things. It's fine. I did want to move this warehouse, but we can't do so yet. Well, basically knock it down and put another one up, but this coal vein is in the way. Which I should just end up using. Now, if I get dyes, we can use the copper ore for dyes. So, all things considered, we're probably going to set up a mine here. This ghost is in my way, though. And, yeah, we're going to just cut that down. We get a lot of planks and wood for it, but, yeah, it's not the greatest. So, yeah, we're just going to put this mine smack dab in the middle here. And anyone who can work on it will work on it. So... that includes these 2 harpies, question mark? Nope. We want you guys over here to maybe double the yield. And then everything else can just do whatever it wants. So I'm working on the bronze seal again on my main save. This time I'm only on Viceroy, so I don't end up slapping myself with prestige difficulty. But, oh, the difficulty of playing through a prestige. But at the same time, proceeded to move the trading... or not trading, the tower beacon, and if you know, you know, and that cost wood, and that was really bad for me, but we did what we could. Do we still need these packs of crops? I think I can. No, we don't have orders. We're about to get new orders soon, but no. They want me to attack a trader, so if I attack a trader, I can't really do more, unless or do I fulfill both requests? This ghost chest has to be really worth it if they want me to do that, but I guess we'll find out. So, when this mine depletes, because we can't even upgrade it, then we can shift everything up forward, which is why we are having these woodcutters cut up over here. And then we don't really have a thingamajiggy here yet, but it's fine. We can only really get, yeah, encampment level, but we do want to move these shelters over because, yeah, it would be a good idea. So we can get more encampment level. Question mark, right? So we'll see. Why are these harpies sad? Oh, because I have not fed them. Straight up. Don't have any complex food either, but that's a completely different concern. What are we doing here? We can get berries from that, so we'll at least enable berries. There's something else too. Technically mushrooms, but we're not really getting that. So, did we really run out of food nodes, by the way? That, I feel so sad. Are we going to get more food? If possible, probably not. This is an interesting thing. I might even want to cut into a glade. I might even cut into this glade here. Huh. Well, I guess I'm gonna find out. So we want to move shelters with people in it, so we can at least do something with our lives. And we get nothing. Yeah, we want this trader to come. Now, are they gonna come before the storm season? Yeah, they will. So let's just hope that we hold out here. We do have enough people, right? Or shelter, yeah, shelters. If we move this over, should have more than enough. We just don't have anything, any 2-star stuff, so I think I really just want to cut into this glade over here. Might be a dangerous glade, but we're about to deal with the event anyway, so it's kind of important we get some fertile soil ASAP. If we don't get it by year 4, we just have to play with what we've got, I guess. That's all I have to say. We don't have any bricks. I was like, why aren't they building that mine? Because we don't have any bricks. So, what are we getting from anywhere? Nothing? Fine. Yeah, we didn't have... Wow, we don't have clay. That makes me so sad. We need clay. So off we go. They got a bit of a walk over to this warehouse, but not much I can do about that at the moment. We might as well accept. I don't have timed orders yet. No tea. I guess we start trying to sell things. Need those luxury goods. Loyalty. Oh my goodness. Well, oh, this is so sad. +1 grain, but we don't even have anything. Wow, this is absolutely terrible. Wow, what do we do here? Are we in trouble? I don't have anything available. I am totally starved for everything. Huh. That's interesting. Welcome to the cursed Royal Woodlands, where this happens. I'm trying to think of what I can do here. We don't even have resin production, so that's absolutely useless. But we do want to make tools eventually. So, wow, we have to cut into a glade. We just have to cut into a glade. So, we're going to disable consumption for a hot moment. I thought we dropped some kind of food drops from these trees. Not really, 10%. That's not really reliable. So, we're gonna rush into one of these glades and find out. Yeah, this is really not good for me. Wow, I don't know what's gonna happen. Because as the years go on, yeah, we're gonna be at negative resolve here, and that's not gonna be good. This is really bad. Well, here is hoping, I guess. We are continuing to make packs of crops because, I mean, we're not doing anything with the rest of that food, so... Is there anything else we can do? I thought we could make pottery somewhere. It's not going to be the most useful thing, but... I'm thinking... We just have to sell these packs of crops, right? Yeah, we don't need these for anything, I'm pretty sure. Let me just check the orders real quick. I can check. So, yeah. So, packs of crop, but we need fertile soil. Wow, this is really... Hello. I mean, technically I don't even need the trader, so unless I want immediate satisfaction in selling the packs of crops for food, which I will need, so yeah, I won't get much for it. This makes me very sad. It doesn't even sell jerky, so I can only really satisfy one need. Unless I buy something really basic, but that's even... Yeah, it costs more to buy the raw ingredients than the things. For good reason, because they essentially turn into more food, but... I guess we let it go. I think, yeah, we let it go. We have enough food to survive in past the storm. It's just... We're losing our war against the storm, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, that hunger is going to hit immediately because it's going to hit immediately. I don't know. I don't know how often people get these orders done. Loyalty, corruption, empathy, so on and so forth. But I don't think I may have only done it once in my 200+ hours now of Against the Storm gameplay. Let me know if you experience anything different, because I personally Yeah, I don't know. Those never work for me, it seems like. Did I enable consumption again? No, I didn't. So let's do that. Technically we get insects and roots, I think, right? It was the two orange looking ones, yeah. So that should be enough. At least 2 food cycles or 2 break cycles for each, all of my population and each race, obviously, but and let's see. So you guys are finally making the bricks. Well, the good news is we have a lot of trees to cut down for wood. The bad news is, yeah, we are running out of... Like, if I didn't need to be reminded how important fertile soil is in a run, yeah, it's pretty important. Now, that being said, I did cut into a dangerous glade that I wanted to cut into, but the unfortunate part of that is I didn't get any fertile soil, and I didn't have any 2-star camps. Is this really not... I was about to say... The hunger was not going to fix itself anytime soon, I suppose. So we're just going to have the lizard suffer for a moment until this resolve hits 6. And when we cut into this glade, we're going to disable all the thingamajiggies. We're going to disable enough woodcutters to fix our hostility. There's a tree here we didn't cut, but we'll deal with that later. 10 additional items, which is pretty cool, but unfortunately... We are also using wood as our primary fuel source because we needed to use it as our primary fuel source. We don't need that. We could keep them on standby in case we finally get to some fertile soil. If we don't, die, I guess. Again, I still can't laugh as heartily as I want because I'm coming off the tail end of my tail end of my illness. Is this hunger not going to fix itself? Wow. That's interesting. We're going to set up this road, or try to set up a road if the game will let me. I guess it won't. Really? I have a lot of bricks and nothing. I think do we actually attack a trader at this point? Like, I don't... Wow. We have to cut into a glade. We have to. We have to find something. We have to find food that's not just cutting trees and hoping for better. So, we're just gonna cut into another glade, I guess. I shouldn't do this. This might cause me to implode on myself, but I don't see any alternative here. And then we're gonna double lose our... Amber, but I don't want to attack a trader. I might at some point I might have to. Who's coming next? Ugh. I mean, part of it is I haven't gotten a single reputation point. Have I gotten a single? I have gotten a single reputation point. What did I get with that? I know I don't have any other buildings to make other than this herb garden, so... Huh. Man, this is... absolutely miserable. Yeah, if only I could make these pickled goods, but I don't have anything for barrels and stuff. It doesn't feel like it just came down to luck. Or is it just me? I don't know, but we're gonna find out. We're cutting into another glade. I'm actually just gonna make another... I'm gonna push another warehouse up here. Or just kind of here, actually. And when that gets made, we'll knock this one down. That's the end of the sentence. We're gonna get this storm, but not much I can do about it at the moment. We're probably gonna be at negative resolve. We'll see what happens. We definitely are at negative resolve. Sure, we can dumb it down to hostility 1, but there's not much else I can do afterward. Don't have jerky, don't have the... Was jerky available for sale on the last merchant? Probably should have done that then, but... I'm going absolutely insane. But we'll see. The game's not over until it's over. Bling! We keep consumption on, by the way. Not really much I can do here. I mean, we might as well have them work and do something with their lives. We have a bunch of planks. I could make a lot of building materials to sell, really. Oh my goodness, that's such a terrible idea. But I need to... basically, I need to change these planks into something else. But I need the planks too, so... but I mean, I guess for the duration of the storm, we'll just do it. We're not using them anywhere else. We're gonna die if we don't use them. How long is it gonna take? Somewhere in year 4, we're gonna get another merchant, but it's not gonna sell us any food. So I actually clicked on a human instead. Pretty interesting. And this mine is finally being used, but we're not really getting much from it, are we? Yeah, it's primarily copper ore. I think there's something else, but let's see. Wow! Is this another small glade? It's another small glade. There is fertile soil in this map, right? Average amount doesn't feel average. Should I have cut down this way instead? My goodness. All the sizes are the same. Proceeds to cut. We're gonna go for it. I have to go for it. Like, I haven't found anything I can really use. We have to also fix our resolve really quickly here because we're gonna lose harpies. Otherwise, yeah, I could break this open and get biscuits, but keep an eye on this ghost, by the way. So this ghost, we will get the merchant before the ghost disappears, I'm pretty sure. But I think what I'm actually going to do is if the merchant doesn't offer anything I need, I'm going to call another merchant immediately and then burn all of my tablets here. Or any amber. Anything that I would lose, because I think it's tablets and amber. Yeah, I mean, they're both the same kind of ghost, so. Then we do this. Oh, save me. Global production is absolutely worthless. During the storm grants 15 tools. A bit late. And I don't really plan to open many more glades after this. But this isn't helping either, so we're actually just going to decline. We probably might want to open glades again, but... my face is in pain, so... I'm gonna try to sneak more of these woodcutters around, because we're basically just making a bunch of space here at this point. So yeah, and based on how the arrow points, I think we'll be coming to the glade before they waste time with anything else. So our years are accumulating, and we're not getting anything for it. That's why I'm kind of rushing at the moment. Also, how are we making all these packs of crops again? What are we trading? Roots that we are getting from the trees, basically. We will need the villagers at some point. The problem is that... I'll take a quick peek. Let me just take a quick peek here. Smokehouse Butcher, Apothecary. What are we making what gets made in the Apothecary again? Apothecary. It's right in my face. Tea, dye, jerky. And I think, yeah. And we have something that we need to use dye for, so... Is that a stag? I hear a stag, I think. But... We're gonna take funny and... hold on, we just opened this glade. It's another small glade? Where are you going? Are you gonna run anywhere? You ran down to the south. Where are you, actually? Over there. Okay, okay, never mind. It's not based on the animation. Okay, we're cutting into another glade. I'm gonna die for this. Oh, this hostility level. So do I actually knock that hearth down and reset ourselves up? We do have an extra things here now. I think I actually knocked this down. Or I knocked this hearth down. And we kind of relocate a little bit. Essentially... Yeah, so around here-ish. Because otherwise they're walking all the way over. Though, by that logic, well... I do have another thingamajiggy. Oh, we can't even do it. Because we're too close. We have to knock this one down. Well, I don't mind doing that. The problem is that we have other concerns. And then we need to move these because otherwise we run out of shelter. We do have a lot of nodes, so actually taking more villagers will just be the quantifiably best choice, I guess. But pain and resolve, so, yeah. That being said, we do need all these warehouses anyway, so, you know what? This. I'm actually going to just put it over here. And then we'll have people do this. Actually, don't we have one? I forgot for a moment. Oh boy. I'm pretty sure I'm cutting into another dangerous glade here, but let me just make absolutely certain that I have a thing. We do, somewhere. Here. So, here you go. And I don't think there are any... Yo, never mind, lizards. So, hey, we'll eat insects again. We can't afford to just save on consumption, so we'll just have them eat everything. But, hey. Yeah, this is absolutely miserable. If nothing else, we'll get the stag, and then I guess we just play with what we've got. Like, no fertile soil. After cutting into 4 glades now. 5 if we count the dangerous one here, but... like we literally... and then only on the third, fourth glade here did we get something that actually actively gives us food per charge. And we weren't planning to open more glades during the storm because we can't. We just couldn't. We're gonna run out of food. We could not. Maybe there was a way to, but I didn't do it, so hey. Yeah, absolutely none of these buildings can be used effectively because of the way that... Oh, because of that. I guess I should remove the limit here really quickly. We're making copper ore primarily with some clay offset. This would be good for cloth if I decide to do so, which I probably should. Small herbalist camp, but we might as well. We're sitting on people we can use. I think we have harpies doing something, probably wood cutting. And let me pause there for a moment as we move over here. So, hey, we finally found fertile soil. Bit late because we're probably not going to make it in time, but hey, we'll find out. And then we can't do that. So, hey, we made all these planks for a reason. Every 6 amber. Haha. Joke's on you. Here's the empathy options. Here are the empathy options, by the way, but this isn't even enough fertile soil, I don't think, to make use, to complete the thing, but gotta make do with what we've got. So, and it's the herb garden too, so we get roots for it. Bleh. So we finally can kind of normalize our hostility here, even though we're really just trying to make use of everyone that we have. And we have a lot of trees to cut, so we're not going to run out of wood anytime soon, because we don't have to worry about cutting into a glade. The problem here is everything else that happens to our face. We have a heartbeat building for us to use. Tea, incense, we can finally make some containers at least, but also work on things for the, what do we call them, vanity buildings. We don't have any 2-star, but that's fine for the moment. And we do need to take care of this, so, yeah. Probably going to be one of these. So that icon, we don't have any frogs, so you know what? We don't terribly need the stone marrow, but more importantly, we just want to get rid of this. So, really? Wait, do we have amber? Oh, we do have amber. Okay, hey, didn't know that. Guess we're doing this. Just so we don't die. We could burn marrow to do that sooner, but no, I'd rather do this. So, we'll see. Do we really still die here for that? Well, hey. Random cornerstone. Do we care? Doesn't look like I particularly care. Well. No, I'll just play it safe for now. I probably shouldn't have done that. But newcomers arrive quicker, and no trade routes though, so yeah, I probably should have just captured. But hey, we'll play nice for now. We're not going to be able to plant anything, are we? Nope, we're not. So, instead, do we have anything for consumption use? Nope. Do I just want to call him immediately? Probably. Just so we avoid losing population. I probably should allow them to leave, but I figure gotta make use of the Queen's impatience. So let's see if we can stave them off. If this allows us to even move before we do anything. Otherwise, maybe we do as these two ask and finally attack a trader. Who knows, right? We do have things to give them. One of them tablet, and the other one that. Oh. You know what? So, let's find out. Let me pause. It's actually one of my first times I attacked a trader. But yeah, we just took a lot of that for this, so a lot of resolve hits. 3 impatience points. Boo traders, and yeah, arrive slower. So, let's find out here. And then let me just make sure of a thing. Robbed, dead. That is because of the amber. Can we call another one immediately? We can, because we want to get rid of this resolve spiral, because we just robbed a trader. And let's actually... Do we have anything else to give? Yeah, technically, because we just did that. So, you know what? Give me your goodies, and I guess we'll have to live with what we've done. That you're in the way on the road, but let's just keep going here. So, we could actually impatience point out, but I'm kind of in a desperate struggle here, so... If we lose a heartbeat or 2 here, that's fine for the moment. 2, 1, and then we have, like, I think 5 to 8 minutes left on the timer here. But, let's see. Pickle goods, planting crops is faster. Blueprints, actually? Question mark? I should have probably done that instead, but hey. And then, yeah, we should actually stop making building materials. We're gonna have a lot of packs of crops, and we're not gonna make enough farm fields for a hot moment, so you know what? All things considered, well... I mean, it's not like I need a guarantee. So the reason why I was doing that is because I was trying to look for a blueprint. We don't need to do that, so instead, let's just burn everything here. If we get an order for ancient tablets, I'm going to cry. But to avoid that, let's see. It would be nice to just perfectly do this all. The other question is, do we need anything else? Yes. Basically things I can't make myself. Like flour, actually. So, but while we... Yeah, that's the only thing we can do. Building materials as well. Get the rest of these pies. And some extra planks, why not? Yep. And we're... Looks like we're gonna lose RP. Go, go, go! Heal! Heal! Okay, good. And yeah. We can finally get some of these orders done. More villagers for nearly no reason, but we can finally fix ourselves a little bit. We can finally make dye with the power of dye, and yeah, that's probably going to be good for us. Let me just make sure. These would also be pretty useful. Bricks, just primarily here. But I do need this. If we see bricks again, oh my goodness, the kiln. And let's continue onward. Because we have a lot of wood to cut. We have a lot of wood to cut. I think we've saved ourselves temporarily. And now we find out if we can turn this around. So, without further ado, we do start making what we can. That's the end of my sentence. That being said, so resolve boost here, but also efficiency bonus. I think we have a human resolve thing, right? Yeah, we do. So while it would be nice to leave harpies there, I'm gonna do this for the thingamajiggy. You, on the other hand, you guys can work on that. We don't need this anymore. The only thing we can't make are pipes, but we're not really using pipes, so bye. Forced delivery. And now I think we're about to get newcomers too, so oh, never mind, 8 minutes. I have completely lied to everyone. But we can also move some of these shelters over here this time. And this is gonna be weird, because yeah, there's a lot of travel. There's a lot of travel. There's a lot of travel. But I think we'll be fine. I would be hard-pressed to believe, I mean, obviously save for a veteran telling me so, that we're in trouble here, but I feel somewhat justified in doing so. And if I wasn't, well, I guess we can find out. What are we doing here? Luxury goods, things. Other stuff. Roots every time we discover new glade. A bit late. Discover glade, discover glade, discover glade. That's all there is to it. Now picking these up would be nice. Also, yeah, this primarily for the planks, but not really much else I can do at the moment. So yeah, we'll move on. We'll take this warehouse down. There are things over here. Why did I put the wrong one here for whatever reason? What are you looking for? Rebuild or salvage 1. Which, I mean, there is a building here, but some things are happening, so we can't really do much about it for the moment. We'll see. Let's just set some things up so I can move on with my life for the moment. I realize there's a thing here, but we can't really make use of it because there are trees everywhere. Which in that case, I should actually just cut like this. Like literally just avoid glades. That's the only order I should be giving. And what else? A lot of stuff I can do, basically. But we will fill this woodcutters up, if possible. Just so we can continue getting a supply of wood here. Also, yeah, I'm sitting on some tools. Or I was sitting on some tools. But yeah, not really much else I can do at the moment. I'm rationing, that's fine. I want that to be happening. Oh, we're starving. Never mind. I guess I will enable, re-enable all consumption, or big consumption, just in case I can do something. But I'm pretty sure I'm also sitting on the chance that I can do some other stuff instead. But we have to wait until these buildings get made, question mark? Well, maybe. Pickled goods, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing we want to do here. Now, unfortunately, shouldn't need any more packs of crops, so instead... excuse me. We'll move one human here to do this, to start making pickled goods for just the sake of doing so. And with that, we'll also get the bonus thingy-majiggy, the secret ingredient. Never mind, I lied. Pie instead. I thought we had a thing for pie. Do we not? Huh. Well, my mistake then. But yeah, we actually do need more villagers at some point, so we don't have any extra builders to make this park or anything really. And we're kind of out of planks at the moment. Whoops. I should not be using planks, is what I've learned for myself, but I used them all here. Whoopsie doopsie. Tell me I'm not trying to make any more something else with planks, I guess. Oh, I guess we did need this people working in the carpenter here. So we're gonna move you guys. And actually make use of these planks again. And so now I think we can naturally wait for our next merchant, which will be a long time coming because we attacked one. That'll probably happen year 6, if I were to guess. 5 would be a little bit off, so yeah, we'll see. And I don't think we'll get this resolve in time, but I guess we'll see, right? If we might as well go for it, if possible. It looks like we can. Though it also looks like we need this resolve for the storm, but I'm just going to rush it here. Just to try and see if we can get something going. Also, some extra resolve from extra reputation from high resolve would be nice, but we'll see. And yeah, I don't think they're doing anything, so we instead probably do this. We do want this tea house, but let's just make sure they've done this. Oh, okay, yeah, they have. So let's do this then. Because now they should be working on it. Yeah, going to the event to investigate. How many getting? 0.2 per minute? Sure. Well, there's the empathy. Yeah, a bit late, but I think we can do the other one and see. Yeah, we can definitely get this one done. I thought we have a weaver. Maybe we don't. Do we not have a weaver? I'm gonna check really quickly. Oh my goodness, I'm going absolutely insane. Coats. Nope, we do not. Oh, I've done this to myself. Well, hey. It's fine. Maybe we get it as a blueprint, but we'll find out. Wow, only 14 farm fields. We actually may need to do it. If we're gonna rush to the end, we basically open another glade. Although we shouldn't need to, but I have kind of bungled this run. 15 harmony decorations, that's bricks, right? No. Cool things instead. Well, all 3. Requires all 3, but I think we'll be fine. Counts as 1, right? But we need... What did it say? 15, by the way? Oh, no. It was the ghost. Ghost. So... Vanish, 15. Yeah, so 15. Basically, 15. Need 15 planks, bricks, and... fabric, which we do have at the moment. Is it worth the chest? Probably so, but we'll see. And we will find out. I mean, I could... Basically, all these glade discovery cornerstones would have me just cutting into glades, of hopefully small ones, and then we do a thing. As for everything else, though, probably gonna give this one oil. I could give it, water instead, but yeah. And then we don't have any more grain because I think I ended up using it, funny enough. Did I? Yeah, I did, didn't I? What happens if I cancel this? Will this work? Yeah, it will. So that I can turn this order in. I almost slapped myself there. Put the human back. Actually, we'll just have you guys focus on dye. Use copper ore instead, or yeah, do use copper ore instead, because I might use those insects elsewhere. I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna forget, but I'm just gonna enable that, but prioritize the thingamajiggy. Alternatively, the kiln here would also be doing some good work, but we'll see. Let's actually put them on huge stuff here so that we can get extra resolve. Although the storm's about to hit us in the face, but. We're not gonna get any assist at all because, hey, no rain punk. But as for anything else, we'll see. So now that we are I shouldn't be using marrow here. I mean, I could, but I guess we'll prioritize everything else, but we'll just disable wood. Choose a blueprint. What do we have on our plate today? Better bricks. Better bricks with pottery. And we do have some spare clay to spare. Otherwise, better ale production, but we don't actually have... Well, wait, we're making roots, so... Huh. We have 5 luxury goods, but we can't really make the... Can we actually make them? Oh my goodness. Yeah, we can. So if we make ale, we can make luxury goods, do that order, and we'll do that order. Huh. Thinking. But yeah, I think if nothing else, as we enter the storm, I think that'll be enough. Looking at my OBS timer, so yeah. Without further ado, then, harpies are gonna suffer here, but they're not. Nothing really bad should happen. But yeah, if you have anything to say, I guess I'll just stick to the thingamajiggy now, the end screen video. But yeah, if you want to look at it, oh my nose, then gosh dang it, then yeah, you know what to do. If you want to support me, subscribing, turning notifications on is to your own convenience. Do what you feel is comfortable, but if you feel like supporting me at any length, I will be very, very grateful. But yeah, I think that'll be in this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.